Hey everyone, my name is Cosmic and welcome back to my Minecraft 1.17 playthrough. Today, I will be showing you guys a couple of builds that you can add to your own Minecraft bases. These builds are designed to aesthetically enhance one or two systems that you may have in your Minecraft world, which otherwise may look messy. One of them deals with a hopper setup and the other deals with storage. You may follow along if you like and use these builds in your own worlds. Without any more delay, let's get started with the first build, the hopper setup. So this first build will be the Blacksmith's Forge, which will incorporate the blast furnace and hopper setups that many players like to use to AFK smelt their ores. I will be first showing you guys the bare system as it is, and what many players tend to leave as it is, which I don't personally like. I think it just looks messy, not very aesthetically pleasing. You'll see that in a second. So I'll show you the bare system, and then I'll be building the Blacksmith's Forge around it using the new deep slate materials, which I got a bunch of. Here is going to be a rough estimate of all the materials we're going to be using. Mostly the estimate is in the deep slate bricks and the deep slate tile slabs. Everything else should be an exact number. You may pause the screen if you'd like to gather these resources so you can continue to follow along. Now I'll show you guys what the bare hopper setup looks like. Okay, so let's get out just the bare necessities of a hopper setup, which in the case of using the blast furnaces, you're going to need the blast furnaces, the hoppers, and the chests. And that's really all that you need. Now, I've marked an area with torches that defines the limits of this build. And so, referring to some screenshots that I have of my test world where I built the structure originally, because I don't want to move any of this after I show you the bare minimum. The chests will go, oh, nope. I'm actually going to keep two separate chests, which you can make happen by shifting while you place down a second chest right next to it. Then what you want is to take two hoppers, put them on the back side of the chest as such, so that that little nozzle at the end points directly into the chest. Then you're going to want to get up on top and hold shift so that you don't open the hoppers themselves. Hold shift to place down the blast furnaces, and now using the remaining hoppers, put hoppers on the very top of the blast furnaces and on the sides of the blast furnaces. And that is generally all that you need for when it comes to the hopper setup, which if that suits your needs, by all means do this as you want. To me, it just looks weird. Like, the majority of it is just floating in space and it just doesn't look good. I've hardly used hoppers, mostly because I'm not a big redstone person, a big redstone player, but like I do see the uses of it in certain processes, and this just doesn't look right to me. So that's why I'm going to build a forge around it so that it looks much better. And to go into more detail about what each of these hoppers do, for the hoppers in the very top, this is where you're going to put like these are the ingots, but this is where you're going to put your ores, and these ores are going to go into the very top slot, the ingredient slot of the furnace. Then you put the coal into the ones that go into the side of the furnace. So I put some coal here. There you go. And then the finished material will go into this hopper and into this chest. Now, if you want to add more chests, you can always put chests on the top of any hopper so that you can fill it up with, because there's only 5 inventory slots in a hopper. So you can put a chest on top to greatly increase the inventory space of the hopper itself. So yeah, we're going to be building a blacksmith's forge around this blast furnace and hopper setup using the new deep slate materials that we got in Minecraft 1.17. I was going to use these in this perimeter wall that I built off camera, but I decided that it looked a little too dark, it looked a little too foreboding, but I think it works well with the blacksmith's forge because it's a darker material. It kind of looks like it's like covered in soot. Now, to get deep slate bricks, deep slate tiles, polished deep slate, all you have to do is take the cobbled deep slate that you get from mining it underground, put it in a stone cutter, and you have access to all the different forms of the material, including the chiseled deep slate, which I ended up not incorporating to the build I might change that, but that's how it is. That's how you make all this. Now, well, first we're going to put in these magma blocks, which I got from that undersea ravine out there. I'll put them under here, I think. Yes, underneath these two hoppers. I wanted to give it a ambient glow from within the forge, and I think that will work pretty well here. Now I'll be putting down some stairs. Shift right click, put down some upside down stairs. Do some more upside down stairs here, I think. Put full bricks all the way on top of all the stairs. Now we're going to come over here. Actually, let's go back this way. Build the staircase up so you can reach these hoppers. I'm going to be using the deep slate tiles for this. There. There. Boom. Oh, no, wrong one. Boom, boom, boom. And pretty much for the rest of this, actually, I'm going to leave that as it is. Actually, oh no, there's a light source under there. Nothing should spawn under there. So just build it up as such. Put that there. You go there. Take the polished deep slate walls. Put them as sort of a guardrail around the back of this area. You're going to need deep slate brick slabs. You're going to need not the furnace. This. I think you only need 4. We'll find out. I'm going to put them on these corners right here so that they're diagonal to each other. Now we're actually going to take some trapdoors and put them on top of the hoppers. So it kind of gives them, like, you know, it closes them off when you're not using them, and then if you want to get into them, open them up, acts as the hopper. But that's a bit more of a roleplay function. You can still access the hoppers from this side. I just wanted to give it a little something, I guess, like I said, a roleplay thing. Honestly, that's already almost all of it taken care of. What's next is going to be, well, we actually need this furnace, because while the blast furnaces can smelt ores, well, they can only smelt ores, and I wanted it to at least incorporate a furnace so that if I decide I need to smelt up some smooth stone or whatever, I have that option. So it's going to go, I think, right there. Although I'm already out of stairs. Yeah, this is how it's going to go. We're going to put a stair on top, a stair on each side, and we're going to need a stair on up there. I thought for sure I did prepare well enough for this, but I guess not. This does not look right. I think I just put a brick in here. Yeah, there we go. Okay. And actually, 20 stone bricks is exactly what you're going to need. I totally guessed that. So we're going to put the rest of it right here. I'll get some dirt just to get up higher. Oops. Now, campfire, trapdoors, deep slate wall. Actually, I shouldn't have done that for that reason. There we go. That was riskier than usual. Put the wall right there, so that's all a chimney. And really, that's the main structure of it. It's not anything too complicated. It's just a short, somewhat wide build that does its job to cover up the hopper system, and I think it does it well. It allows you to, and it gives a bit more of a roleplay function, I guess, where you get up here, open trapdoors, put in the ores, put in the coal, and the furnaces will just do their job and spit the end materials out into these chests. But we're not done yet, because I do want to incorporate an anvil, a grindstone, and that stone cutter into this build. and that's where the deep slate tile slabs will come into play. They're going to make up like the main floor around this structure. Actually, to do that, I want to replace those grass blocks though, because they stick out. Well, not necessarily stick out, but you can clearly see them. Okay, I went ahead and replaced all those grass blocks with the deep slate tile slabs, and now it looks much better. You don't just see little spots of green on the inside. But that means we're going to need more slabs, so probably way more than 20 when it comes to the tile slabs. So we're going to dig this out. Oops. And we're going to go, yeah, 3 out this way. And my shovel's about to break. Yep, it broke. And yeah, so this is going to be generally the workstation of the blacksmith. So we can put down, actually first let's put down the polished deep slate walls, and then we can put down the anvil, the grindstone, and move the stone cutter over here. That way all these materials are together and utility blocks are all together and we don't have to venture far. And it's a nice open access space, because originally it was all the way around the corner of my building, and just to go to the grindstone or the stone cutter for all that, it just didn't make sense. Take a fence and a lantern. Going to put this up here to give some light. Might put a lantern. Yeah, I'm going to put a lantern up here to give it more light back there. Because otherwise it's pretty dark and mobs will be spawning in here. Let's just put on it right there. Yeah, that'll do for now. But we got to put down some torches. I will be making this whole area, this sort of like garden area. I will be improving it, making it look much nicer as we play through this game. Hopefully, in the next few episodes, you guys will be able to see the end result of all that. Put down some barrels. There we go. Take some more of the tile slabs and extend this out a little. At this point, I'm just kind of playing around with it. See what we can achieve. Put these here, but I wanted to make path around here. I don't know. It doesn't look as good as I thought it would. Put this guy right here. I think that'll do. I'm not going to put walls over here because there's going to attach to these blocks, so that's not going to look nice. But that should be it for this build. I'll touch it up here and there, make it a little nicer, but this is the base form of the build. A nice little forge to enhance your blast furnace and hopper setup with some additional utility blocks around for you to use, a little bit of storage. But yeah, I hope you guys implement this build into your own Minecraft worlds. Let me know if you do, and let me know if there's any changes that you made. I'd be happy to hear any feedback about this. But now we're going to move on to the next build, which will be a storage house for all the crops that we have in that farm. Stay tuned. And now here we are at the farm, ready to build up a storehouse for ourselves. Up to this point, I've just been using this double chest right here to store all the crops, all the meat, and it just doesn't look pretty. I mean, this works if you want to do this, but we're going to be building a small barn for ourselves so that it's more aesthetically pleasing and it fits more into the theme of this. Well, it's a farm after all. These are largely the materials that we're going to be using in this build. I may have missed 1 or 2 items. We'll see. We'll cross that bridge when we get there, but this should be about everything. But let's get started. Going to place down all these spruce logs to build up some posts. Oh, by the way, yes, I did fill in this pond that was right here, and I replaced a lot of the stone here with dirt so that I didn't have just big patches of stone. And I wanted to use this spot back here so that when I come out of my Viking longhouse, I see the front of the barn rather than the back of it. And I just think it'll look nicer that way. But now we're going to place down a bunch of spruce logs and strip them. I did consider using a different wood type for the barn, but I don't know. I just didn't like the same design for the barn using oak wood. Definitely would not want to use birch, and that's really all the wood that I have access to. So yeah, it's not great, but I mean, I still like it. I like spruce. Now these side walls are going to be 3 blocks tall. And what's going to happen now is we're going to put fences right here. And need to get up top somehow so that we can put the fences on the top of these blocks. And we're doing it in this arrangement because that's just how the roof works out, as you'll see in a few minutes. Now that's taken care of, we can take the spruce stairs and spruce trapdoors and do the similar design that we did in the Viking longhouse between the different rooms and hallways. A couple of upside down stairs in the corners and trapdoors along this edge of the wall. Now let's take some fences and lanterns, and this is how we're going to light up at least the outside of this area. There we go. You could get away with one less lantern, honestly. I might do that, but I'm going to leave it as it is for now. Actually, let's go ahead and put the barrels on the inside, because really the interior is almost done. And this is going to be most of the storage. And trapdoors are going to go right here. As it turns out, looking at my screenshots, these wooden posts are actually going to be 4 blocks tall. And then in between, we're going to put more strip spruce just to fill in this space. Alrighty, now I'm going to build the roof on this structure, and I will just start it for you guys, and then I'll finish the rest of it off camera. We're going to be using a mixture of spruce stairs, spruce slabs. We're also going to use some spruce planks and spruce buttons so that mobs don't spawn on the very top of it. Now what we're going to do is, well, this is going to be the main arrangement of the build, and actually get an upside down stair here. It's going to go up, and now, oh right, let's see. Let's do the same thing on this side, and we're actually going to need to put some more logs in between, strip them, and that should be it, except for those. They're doing the same thing on that side, but that should be it for the strip spruce logs. Because now we can take slabs, oh, not stairs, slabs, do that, and then take some planks. Well, actually, a plank, a stair, let's see, like that, and actually I want an extra slab sticking out as such. Put buttons on the top so mobs can't spawn. And that should be the main design for the roof. It's going to be 2 rows of stairs, and then a slab, and then a plank, and the tip of, on the sides of the building it's going to be a stair and a slab, and with buttons on top so that mobs don't spawn up there. And, well, that should be it. I'm going to finish up the rest of the roof and get back to you guys when I'm done. Stay tuned. And here's the end result. So I finished putting in the roof. I did modify the lantern fence setup here a little bit. I just thought the lanterns were sitting a little too low right here, so I decided to hang them from the roof itself and put the fences down here. Put a crafting table and a chest out here. The chest containing a hoe and a shears, it's going to contain tools I need for farming and stuff. So I did that, and on the inside I put upside down stairs along the longer edges of the roof so that it wasn't just a flat rectangle. Put some lanterns hanging from chains so that it's lit up in here. I think it should be, yeah, it should be, yeah, no mobs should spawn on the inside. they shouldn't spawn on the inside. But so that's good. I've already moved everything into the barrels too, separated all by what crop it is or whatever else, as you can clearly see. So I actually like this a lot. I think it looks pretty good. I do like the forge over here too. I do feel like it looks a little incomplete though. So I feel like I need to touch it up here and there so that it looks a lot better. What that will be, what those changes will be, I don't know, but I am I'm actually satisfied with how this has turned out. It's just like everything else around it is not up to my standards. I think I can do a little better, but we'll see. You guys will find that out in the next video if I do make any changes. I do just think that the barn looks more complete, and actually that looks really nice. Yes, I did take down all the crops, and really when the sugar cane grows, it will like obscure the view even more. It's just gonna be a giant green wall, but right now it actually looks pretty nice. But that should be it for this video. If you guys implement these builds into your Minecraft world, please let me know in the comments below. Let me know if you guys made any changes or improvements to these builds. I'd love to hear your thoughts about them. In the next video, we're going to do something, we're going to go back to a little bit more adventuring and exploration. I'm not sure exactly what yet, but look forward to that. It should be a little more entertaining that way. But that should be it for this video. If you enjoyed, please hit that like button and subscribe for future content. The links to my social media pages will be in the description down below. That's where you can also keep up to date on any future videos that I am making. And that should be it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Have a great day.